Just remember that you are the council and I just... What? Sorry? What? Council of who? What do you mean it's copyrighted? Oh, damn. What I thought I'd do today is give you a list of some of the channels that I look at quite regularly and what I enjoy watching, so that you can decide for yourself whether you'd like to use them as well. Some of them you may have heard of, some of them you may have not. So I'm going to give you 5 of my favourites, starting with a guy called Stubagful. And he runs a channel called He Who Moans. And the way I like to describe it is he's a bit like a uni student couch potato who's a bit of a Victor Meldrew. He will deconstruct a lot of Doctor Who, and sometimes it can come across as being a bit cynical, but I assure you it's not. And what he does is he'll talk about specific episodes or the writing or the style of it. I think he was a media student, so he really does know what he's talking about. And then he'll do some analysis of whatever he's talking about, and he uses very simple kind of stick man cartoons that go along with it, which are very funny to watch. And he's got this kind of cynical, comical, satirical approach to how he does his videos. Well worth a watch, and I can really recommend him to you. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is a guy called Minty. Now, he does a channel called Minty Comedic Arts, and although he doesn't just do Doctor Who, he has done some Doctor Who on there, and I know he's a Doctor Who fan. And he does lots of different reviews, lives in Australia, and we won't hold that against him, but he does lots of film, TV reviews, a bit sort of pop culture sort of thing. So he might do a video about the 10 things you didn't know about Ghostbusters, or he might do one about a horror movie like Halloween or something like that. And he combines it with clips and voiceover, and also himself talking about those sort of things. And some of it's quite comical, and some of it is, I mean, I've certainly learned lots of things that I didn't know before. He's worth checking out. Now, the next one's a little bit different. This is a guy called Richard who's got a channel called CLEVERDICK Films. Now, he does Doctor Who review and analysis of each Doctor's era. So he will focus on a whole video on, say, William Hartnell and then Patrick Troughton, and he's slowly working his way through all the different Doctors. So he doesn't upload very often, but when he does, they are absolute superb quality, well researched. He really knows his stuff, and he'll talk about the stories, he'll talk about the development or production side of things, and how it all fits together. Some of the videos are quite long, but they are well worth a watch. Every time he does a video, the BBC take his video down. First of all, he has to kind of file a reason why he's made this particular video, and so far he's managed to get them all out. Fingers crossed he'll get the rest of them out. I think the next one out is about Sylvester McCoy's era. The Colin Baker one is especially a good one to watch, because he throws a different aspect onto the history that we know that happened, and he offers his opinion as to why he thinks that happened and how it came about and why it gets such a bad press. So that's a good one to watch. The Tom Baker one, I think, is 2 parts, because obviously his era was seven years, and there's quite a lot to get through, and he really does cover it in some detail. The next one I'd like to get onto is a guy called Wingy. Now, Wingy has a channel called Winky Media, and he again focuses on a few other things, but mainly focuses on Doctor Who. He's a big Doctor Who fan, and when you tune in to his channel, you'll find that you'll be there in his bedroom with his cardboard cutout of Tom Baker behind. He wears his Tom Baker scarf, so I'm wearing mine today just to show that I've got one as well. He's got real northern wit, really funny guy, and the way he edits as well, far better than mine. He edits really tightly, so it flows really well. If you're young children and you don't like language, occasionally you might drop the odd F. It is really funny, and again, like I say, it's got northern wit that makes it so enjoyable. So that's a good one to check out. Number one on my list, guy I always check out, and I kind of referenced that at the beginning, Council of Geeks, run by Nathaniel. Now, Council of Geeks used to be a group of enthusiasts and geeks who were into all sorts of things like Marvel films, comics, Doctor Who, lots of other things, and there used to be a team of them. Now that doesn't seem to happen so often now. It's kind of run by Nathaniel himself, and it's just basically him straight to camera, reviewing. He might review some Big Finish, he might review the latest Doctor Who episode that's out this week, or some old classic stuff, and everything in between, and he does lists of his favourites and things that he doesn't like and everything. But he really connects with the audience. He really does know his stuff. Don't always agree with him, but that's what this is all about. You probably don't always agree with me. But his channel is very engaging. He's very emotional about the things that he thinks about, and some of the things he'll relate to his own personal life as well. And you really do get to know him really well when you watch his videos. So he is a superb channel to watch, and at the moment he's posting daily, so there's always something there to watch. I think he does 2 Doctor Who videos a week, depending on what's going on, and then he'll do other things about things that are happening in the news with DC and Marvel and other things that hold his interest, but it's just very engaging. So that's my 5, and I think I've picked those 5 out because what it is about them is they really do engage with the audience, and you feel a connection with them when you're watching their videos. And I've tried to sort of take that on board when I'm doing my videos, so hopefully I'm connecting with you. I'm very new to this, so I'm at the early stages. These guys have been doing it for such a long time. They really know how to work their audience, and they've got lots of people watching their videos every day. So that's my list. Maybe you've got some that you want to recommend to me that I can check out. Please do check them out. I'll put some links down below so that you can have a look. Please like, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Let me know about some videos that you like or channels that you like, and we'll speak to you all very soon.